has actually a taste of this rivalry on this team. So, what do you tell the guys about this rivalry?
Just to be ready for it, just like the other one against Ohio State. Obviously, it's a little bit more on the basketball end as far as Michigan State for us, and it's something to be prepared for, just be ready for the intensity, and just the rivalry feel that we all get pumped for.
Is this the most physical game on the schedule? Was it last year? Would you say?
Honestly, we've played some physical teams, Northwestern, and some others, that, definitely brought physicality. I would say they're one of them for sure.
Not winning it last year, does that motivate you at all? Like, you've been here 1 year but haven't beaten them yet.
Yeah, I've definitely had, honestly, all the games marked on my calendar that we didn't win against teams last year, whatever the team was, but especially these, the two matchups that we have against them.
Nimari, do you remember that game here at home? They had a fair amount of fans, and yeah. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Now I remember that one. I remember when Purdue came here, and it felt like we were at Purdue in a way. So some of those games definitely stick with me, and I'm excited for it to be flooded with Go Blue fans, Michigan Blue fans. I'm super excited for that, and super excited for the crowd to get into it. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yes, but the atmosphere, what do you expect? I mean, how do you still just play basketball and not try to, start jacking up threes and things like that?
No, for sure. I think that just goes with all the games throughout the season. Multiple games have higher stakes, and they cause you to be very, very pumped for the moment, to be excited for the moment. And that's when we rely on our training, practice, and our own individual and team process of being ready for the moment and staying even keel, focusing on the process versus the actual rivalries.
Pretty clearly, this is one of those higher stakes games, right? And I mean, that was before you were playing for first place in the league.
No doubt. Like whether we're playing first place or fifth place, this is the one, and I'm very excited for it. I think the team is very prepared, and we have 2 great days to prepare for it even more in practice.
How do you make sure that you guys get up to the level that they're going to bring? Because a lot of them have been in East Lansing for a long time, right? They've lived this rivalry. This is only your second year, and you're one of the people who knows it, right?
Yes.
So how do you make sure that you guys are at that level that you probably expect them to bring?
Yeah, honestly, we watched some of their games this year, so that's one aspect of it. Another aspect is talking to alums and them giving their own individual feedback from their experiences here in Michigan, and a lot of videos, especially in our locker room right now, we have papers of, especially me, Will, and Ian, the returners from last year. We have papers of the scores from last year, and then the rest of the guys have just Michigan State fans, Michigan State players, just taunting us. So I think that all gets us pumped for the game.
So you have a pretty good handle on how Michigan State feels about you?
Oh yeah, we got a pretty good gauge, and we see it clear as day. Plan to bring it right back though.
Given that Michigan State has 10+ guys that play almost every single game, how defensively for you guys as guards are able to game plan for so many different guys you're going to go up against, whether they're a guard or a forward?
Yeah, being just super locked into the personnel. A part of that is, like I said, watching their games from previous in the year, and getting a feel for what their guys like to do, what their strong hands are, what they like to get to. And, we've been doing it all year. We've been doing it, honestly, our whole basketball career, focusing on, different personnel. And I think it's going to be very exciting because they like to play fast, and we like to too. So it's going to be a high intensity and high pace game.
What are these papers? Are they like photos or what?
Yeah, they're photos. I wish we had some videos, but we're going to get into that. I'm sure we're going to watch some film, of course, on them, but also just some hype videos as well. So, I'm looking forward to all of those.
And you talked about alums who have met. Is there a person or a message who talked about anything that sticks in your mind?
Not as of now, but I remember from last year, we had a couple of alums. I know Nick Stauskas was one guy who voiced on the Michigan State rivalry. We had a few others. Obviously, Jawan himself was there during that time, but we have a or Ian said he has a plan. We'll see what that is. To get the alums all grouped up together, and I'm excited to see that video.
He's gonna go back to the liquor stores, and is that his plan?
Hey, I couldn't tell you what it is, honestly. If I had the information, I'd tell you.
As one of the leaders on this team, what have you seen from Justin Pippen and LJ in the most recent games? They've been playing a lot of minutes and some very good defensive minutes at that as well.
Yeah, just to see their maturity at this level is something to marvel at. And it takes me back to like my freshman days, and not comparing, but just, seeing them in this moment and how they stay ready all the time, I think is very, very big for them. And I think they're handling the ups and downs of the season and kind of what you go through as a freshman every year. They're handling it very well.
Anything else?
Level of excitement, scale 1 to 10.
20. Through the roof.
Very good.
Thank you
Now
so
you're
much.